What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Could it be that we are now in the days of Noah? I mean, you see in Texas what happened there. And look, another one, New York. And just today, a couple hours ago, a 7.3 on the Richter scale earthquake touched down in Alaska. Many people lost their lives in these. Watch this brutal, life-changing, eye-opening video. God rest their souls that lost their life at the camp in Texas, and the people in New York. And thank God, not yet anyone has lost their lives in Alaska. Watch this, guys.
We had bunk beds in our cabins, and it was going up to the top bunk, and we had one choice, and we had to swim out of our cabins.
No one thought that that water could do all of that damage in such a short amount of time. Camp Mystic's the safest place I've ever known, and I just couldn't believe it. So it was devastating.
In this circumstance, and in a once-in-a-century flood where you get 12, 14 inches, where you get a 26 to 30-foot increase in water in the course of an hour and a half at 4 to 6 o'clock in the morning on a holiday, and that's what we're dealing with in these circumstances and where those camps are.
Why weren't these camps evacuated?
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Well, you're the judge. I mean, you're the top official here in this county. Why can't you answer that? There are kids missing. These camps were in harm's way. We knew this flood was coming.
We didn't know this flood was coming. Rest assured, no one knew this kind of flood was coming.
I'll shout it from the mountaintops, praise God. I want my world to know the Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on.
We are outside of the school that is serving as a reunification center. Many of those young girls have been brought here by bus or airlifted here, and they have been reuniting with their families.
We will do everything humanly possible 24/7. Looking at every tree, turning over every rock, whatever it takes, if your child is one of those truly missing and not just out of touch, to find your daughter.
This has been a nightmare holiday weekend already for the people here in Central Texas.
Today will be a hard day.
Hopefully we can find our children, our daughter and her friends alive. I ask you if you would pray, and whoever watches this thing, pray.
Last time it was this bad, and this one is even worse than that, was 1987. You can't predict it. Everybody in the media even knows, everybody who does this and sees this every single day, you have the inverse effect of if you continue to push it, and you see this in Houston areas all the time, you cry wolf.
The National Weather Service over the years at times has done well, and at times we have all wanted more time and more warning and more alerts and more notification. That is something, and one of the reasons that when President Trump took office that he said he wanted to fix, and is currently upgrading the technology, and we will do all we can to fix those kinds of things that may have felt like a failure to you and to your community members.
I continue to ask everyone who sees this today to pray for Kerrville and Kerr County.
Biggest metro region in the United States. Some roads, we have to tell you, are still flooded the morning after the heaviest downpours. In some areas, first responders had to rescue people trapped in their cars by the raging floodwaters. And take a look at this, a New York City subway stop nearly filled up with water. This is not the commute that you want.
The rainfall came fast and furious, flooding roads and leaving drivers with little time to escape.
Within like 15, 20 minutes, it went from maybe just a little stream of water and then it just started flooding over.
More than half a foot of rain falling in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, leading to dramatic water rescues. First responders using rafts to rescue people from the flooded streets. This video shows rescue crews wading through knee-deep water and using a rope to save a man trapped in rushing water to bring him to dry land. Others were carried to dry land in a front loader.
We couldn't go any further, so we had to get out, and we tried to go up the road and we couldn't, so they told us just to stay there, and they came and picked me up in a loader.
Nearby in Plainfield,
I've never seen flooding like this.
Michael Vargas says he was trapped in his car for more than an hour. On the New Jersey Turnpike, cars pushing through rising water there. The governor declaring a state of emergency. And in Westchester, New York, emergency crews rescuing this driver stuck on a busy parkway. The video shows other cars left abandoned as floodwater reached the roofs of their vehicles. Wow. In Pennsylvania, puddles of murky water swamping the streets in Mount Joy after 7.5 inches fell, drenching the area.
This is no joke.
And in Manhattan, more than 2.5 inches of rain inundating the city streets. The floodwaters pouring into some subway stations, even into the train cars, forcing some passengers to kneel in their seats to stay dry as they watch the water surge onto the platform.
When it rains here in New York, it sucks. I don't know what is going on, the drainage. I mean, look at this.
Right now, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake has struck right off the coast of Alaska. A tsunami warning is now in effect for many coastal areas in Alaska. Now, a lot of these areas are uninhabited. Thankfully, they are not going to be impacted by tsunami and people living there.